The yips is like something you don't even want to say out loud.
People don't know that their release is bad. That's kind of the backstory of me choking the baseball all the way up to the major leagues. The beauty of this is you put it on and you go throw.
Gotten with 90 to 100 players. We don't tell them what to say. We say, hey, here's a grip, slap it on, let's go throw. Everything we put out is what the player says. We've got 6 countries on the radar this year that we're going to be entering. It's a whole new category. It's a
Forward here, we have got 2 gentlemen who are joining us now, founders of an incredibly interesting company inside of the baseball space, which I know something about. One of them is a former teammate of mine at the University of Texas. The other is an outfielder, All-American from Oklahoma, joined the show with the Texas Rangers, hit a home run on his first at-bat. Please welcome to the show, Sam and Steele Walker, everybody. Get in here, gentlemen.
Wow.
Get inside
Come
of
on,
here.
brothers. Come on, brothers.
Yeah.
Chris, I gotta do a quick correction here.
Oh.
It was my first hit that was a home run, not the first at bat. Close,
Brother.
But just for the record.
Yeah,
we go.
I mean, we didn't need that
All details.
We didn't. That was a detail. That was just a side detail.
Exactly.
What's not a detail is Steele and I were literally talking. Steele, was it 2 nights ago, I believe, how zombie-like commercials are these days.
Yeah.
And like they're talking to us like we can't understand a real conversation. And of course, it was a classic pharmaceutical commercial, right?
Classic.
Where everybody's walking on the beach and stuff.
Skies are blue.
I'm like,
sun is shining.
am I the only one who sees right through this?
Yeah.
Anyway, Chris, I appreciate you calling that out, man.
Well, we're glad to have you on, gentlemen. I think what you guys are doing inside of the baseball space specifically, very interesting. Obviously, I have background there. Probably the biggest notch on my belt career-wise was with Bruce Bolt and the skyrocket type growth we experienced over a 2-year period there. I find what this product, the SpinGrip, and I want you guys to talk about it for those who don't know, don't have any reference for it. Increasing velocity, fixing the yips, which is such a horrible disease that one gets inside of their mind. If you've ever thrown a baseball before, the yips is like something you don't even want to say out loud. It's like the deplorable word that somebody that you cannot mention, you know.
Right.
Tell us about the SpinGrip. Give us background on developing it and where things sit today.
Yeah. So Chris, the background on the SpinGrip, the development of it is directly linked to my own personal career experience.
Come on.
So it's very close to where I am and what I battled my whole career. So if you don't know kind of about baseball, a 6-year-old uses the same size baseball as a professional major league player, right? This is the size of the ball. There's no smaller sizes for smaller kids. And so I had a very hard time going from, you palm the ball as a little kid, then you go to kind of this 3-finger grip, and then you go to this 2-finger, right? About 10, 11, you start trying to go to this 2-finger. Some kids a little younger. Always had the issue with that. Never trusted it. Never felt like I felt the seams. And this is a problem. I had a great arm my whole career, but my ball flight suffered. And I thought was because of my mechanics. Turned out to be my grip and release was really bad. And so I don't know if, Chris, have you guys ever thrown a baseball before?
Once or twice, brother.
Once or twice, you have somewhat of an idea. So if you're gonna grab a baseball and you're gonna throw it like this,
nice.
The ball's gonna come out pretty bad. Okay. A lot of kids do this, especially at the developmental age, and then those habits, they stick with them, right? They might be super talented. Similar to myself, you play at every level, but there's way more in the tank. Right? Now my world got opened up, right? Through the development of this product. But you actually, guys, you want to be right here. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see that. The thumb is just a prop, and then the fingers are creating all the friction on the seams, and that's where the ball comes out clean, efficient. And when you do this the right way, this is a fundamental thing, guys. Boil it all off. This is fundamental baseball. But when you do the fundamentals correctly, the data, it's all there, right? And so we've gotten with guys. Let's get to the product then real quick. Sorry, guys. That's kind of the backstory of me choking the baseball, battling through it all the way up to the major leagues, the whole deal.
And still, when you say data and there's more in
Come
the
on.
tank, you mean
Oh, yeah.
velocity. You mean velocity, you mean accuracy, you mean direction.
And
Is that what you're
spin.
talking
That's
about?
right. So
Spin.
there's three major categories that grade the throw, right? A ball moving in space. It's accuracy, it's spin, and it's velocity. And so we've seen very, 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 very amazing rises, jumps, even after one session by using this. High level players and low level. It doesn't really matter because you're doing it the right way. And the thing is, people don't know that their release is bad. They don't feel it. They don't feel it. I'm going to throw it harder. I'm going to really rip through this slider. I'm going to get this four seam. I'm going to let it eat. Bro, you're actually hurting. You're hindering. It's not coming out clean. So then what I was a show and go guy. I wanted to show up to the field and play. Right? Don't give me any kind of training tools, none of that. Chris, we weren't teammates, but my teammates, they know this, that I was this, right? And now here I am talking about a training tool. Who is this? Did it still change? No, I didn't change. I still want to be optimal. The beauty of this is you put it on, guys, and you go throw. You put it on and you go throw. The feel, brothers, I can't choke the ball. Can y'all see this?
I can see
I
it.
can't choke it. So what am I feeling right now? I'm not even throwing. I'm just grabbing the ball. What am I feeling? Right here. Right here. Tension right here. And the thumbs up prop. Look at this. As opposed to this.
It's a
See how
thing
it
of
can get
beauty.
lost?
It's a
See
thing
how
of
it can get
beauty.
lost? It's automatic, right? And so I can just go let it eat. And I know the feel, the optimal feel is being applied to my body, and I can just go be athletic. It's a game changer. It's not something you get mental about, right? It's not something you get real technical. It's not techie. You know, every throw, you're gripping and releasing it the right way, the most optimal way. The more you rep that out, the more muscle memory you have, and the more you're reaching your full potential.
So riddle me this, gentlemen. So I see the technical improvement here, putting on this product, etc. Sam, as you guys have introduced this, you started getting it on players, high, low, all different ages, ranges, etc. Have you seen jumps? You've seen people getting healed of yips, etc. I mean, when Steele talks, I know he's got the knowledge, he's got the background, etc. But you know, your expertise being more in football, I would say, than baseball. That fair. When you see people put this on, they start throwing with it, etc. You see the jumps, and then you see parents pulling out dollars because they're seeing the jumps. Is that fair?
It is, man. It is, brother. I had the yips. Actually.
No, not
I did,
you,
brother. No, bro, I did. I was gonna go play at Baylor for baseball, partial scholarship.
I'm glad you didn't.
But
I'm glad you came with me.
I'm so
to
glad.
Texas.
I'm
But
so
keep going.
glad, brother. Hallelujah. But I was, man. But the PTSD of the yips made me steer away. I don't really want to play baseball. I don't really want to play baseball. I'd rather play football. So obviously walked on, right? Football. But anyway, so but to your question, man, it's actually been really, really cool, Chris. We don't when we get and we've gotten with we haven't counted them, but we've gotten with, I don't know, upwards of 100, 90 to 100 players, gone and filmed them. We don't tell them to say anything. We don't tell them what to say, right? We say, hey, here's a grip. It's called the spin grip. It doesn't allow you to choke the ball. Slap it on. Let's go throw. And brother, everything we put out is what the player says. It's their experience, right? And so there is no marketing scheme with this. It's a complete subjective light bulb. We're seeing what happens is you begin to see people have light bulb moments with their grip and release, things they've never felt before. And so it's resonated, right, with the parents. So the parents see that and they're just like, it becomes a no-brainer, right? And so we have a slogan called every arm. And we fully believe that SpinGrip is for every arm. We've done surveys on guys that we've thrown with. By the way, this is for softball as well. We have a softball branch as well. Concept is exactly the same. But we've surveyed our guys, our athletes, and 100% of them say either strongly or strongly agree on things like my release has never felt better. I've never felt the ball fly out of my hand as much as it has after using SpinGrip. I have my arm feels like it has less stress on it when I throw now. So there's just kind of these extravagant claims that we are diving into with doctors and data that the user is telling us. I mean, Steele has experience. He experienced it at the highest level. I've experienced it as well. Obviously, was an athlete and played multiple sports, but we're having actual customers give us the marketing material. We're not dreaming it up. So on our current packaging, we're having to change it for retailers now because they want to see the product more. But our current package is the front is full of quotes from users of SpinGrip that are kind of these light bulb phrases.
Yeah, we didn't come up with any of this, right? And that's been the joy of this whole thing. I don't know if y'all can see, you know, all this, we didn't come up with any of it, right? We let the players tell us, right? The players, because this has never been a marketing scheme. We're actually really unattracted to perception, perceived value, that whole deal of kind of putting on a sugar coat over it. We get to work, and you tell me what you're experiencing. You tell me what's happening, right? We know what's happening, but you tell me.
Come on, brother.
Right?
Come on, brother.
Come on,
So
Steve.
You sound like C. Hall in the trenches, brother. Let's go.
Let's go, Steve.
That's
Let's
right.
go, baby.
This is a no-brainer, guys. This is a no-brainer. When you experience this, it's a staple to get your grip and release optimal. I played at every level, played my whole life. Didn't experience this until I was 27 years old. Anyways, every arm.
Colin, I want to ask these guys about creators, but I know you've got a question. Where you want to take this next?
Oh, I mean, I initially just thought it would be amazing if you guys could get Greg Maddox or someone like that to the guy who, you know, invented, you know, crazy control and movement. You get him. That would be just a wild grab where you're like, hey, yeah, I was dealing with all this stuff. If you guys want to throw like me for forever, you should probably do this. You know, he's throwing junk balls when he was like, you know, so old. And he's like, yeah, I still got over the plate, struck some guys out.
For sure.
When I'm thinking about this product, you guys hit so many things that are so incredible in D2C in 2026. It's lightweight. It's easy to ship. Probably high margins. Creators, you guys can blast creators like nobody's business and take this viral. Super visual. And then a clear before and after. And you guys are talking about the video testimonials. Like, you guys have an absolute scaling monster on your hands here.
I agree.
And I would love to hear how you guys are thinking about, you know, TikTok and scaling out these programs, because like, I think that could be a massive, massive channel for you guys with just micro influencers. Nothing big. I'm not saying go get Greg Maddox on TikTok, but there's some smaller folks on there that can make some really incredible content for you guys.
Yeah. No, and I think the beauty of this is we don't have to really scheme up anything crazy, right? We don't have to go to this, you know, we have to go through all these hoops, right? We just have to connect with real players, real organizations, real parents, real people that are trying to get an edge. We just connect with them, we get with them, and we try to document it however we can. Right. So we don't have to scheme up this crazy thing. I will say a lot of my connections were more at the college professional level. But I think this year we are going to lean more into the youth and this matter of developing the youth, so we get ahead of what I experienced, having to rewire these habits that I built. But from age 7, what if you can just create the trust in the fingers? Right? You have a small hand, but yet you trust the fingers, you trust the seams. You don't choke down on the ball. The wrist doesn't get tight. You have that egg-like grip and the ball flies out of the hand. From that age forward, you're getting everything you can out of your throws. So when you're in high school, you're not worried about it. It's optimal, it's muscle memory. So we are going to lean more into the youth, I believe, and that developmental aspect. When you boil everything down, it's about doing it the fundamental way. When you do it the fundamental way, the accuracy, the jumps and spin, the jumps and velocity are there. But I think, if we were to be any kind of intentional, it's to lean more into the youth, but we don't have to scheme up anything crazy.
Well, I've got scheme for you. I've got some scheme for you.
I got some scheme too.
I think there's some scheme to this that can take the natural results that you guys are experiencing, and we just up and to the right, brother. We're just we're taking off here. Now, I'll say this, creator-wise, and these are guys that I have worked with specifically that I would highly recommend to you, and I can help you connect with them. Number one is Coach Rack. He's the leading face, one of the leading faces right now with the Savannah Bananas. I've known this guy. I've known this guy since he was just only teaching baseball and teaching youth kids on TikTok. Now he's giant. You see him on ESPN all of the time. I think he would be a great fit for you guys. Number two is King of JUCO. If you guys don't know King of JUCO, you need to go look this guy up on the internet right now.
I think so. I think I've seen him.
Okay, the reason you should is because the way he got social media famous was by 90 or Die Trying. And he was an old retired pro baseball player who decided, I'm going to get back in the weight room and I will throw 90 miles per hour or I will die trying. And so his entire shtick was about velo. And then, of course, he became a great hitter as well. This guy's everywhere. Now, he's got a little colorful language, I'll say. So he's not a fit for everyone, but he's incredible. Thirdly, I would say anybody inside of NYABC, not your average baseball camp, these guys you need to be talking with and working with. And then lastly, what I'll say is this product should be inside of Plate Crate. Do you know Plate Crate? You heard of Plate Crate?
Heard of it.
Okay, you need to know Plate Crate. You have to know Plate Crate. And it's a subscription box. It's a subscription box that is aimed at, used by, and loved by your target demo. It is 12-year-old baseball players. It's 8-year-old baseball players. It's 14-year-old baseball players. And they get a box of useful baseball products every single month. And I think that you should talk with Josh Band from Plate Crate because this product needs to be inside that box. I am convinced. Colin, is that crazy? You think that's crazy?
No, that's huge. I would also throw in there, just as like a new tech you guys should be playing with, is I would be using the Meta Oakley glasses non-stop for you guys to capture content from a POV perspective, and then do the before and after throws with that. So you do the before, you got nothing. Ah, shit, I'm missing the plate. I'm missing first base. After, you're dialed. You're dialed. You're throwing ropes. You're throwing
that. For sure, brother. I like that.
I'll say this too. One more layer here, and then what I really want to hear is what you guys are doing for 2026. But I'll just say this, Colin. I think it would be wise too if they layer in outer signal. That way they can know if Mo Vaughn just bought SpinGrip for his son, who is an incredible player, or if David Ortiz just bought SpinGrip for his up and coming son, who is an incredible baseball player. You want to know that.
That's
interesting.
Outer signal.
I didn't know that exists. We've had some of those guys that I didn't know how to, okay.
What it does is it allows you and it tells you, hey, this is a person of significance who has a large following. You should pay attention and follow up on that order. Is that right, Colin?
Basically that. And they can also figure out like every single order they'll enrich. So if like a key buyer at Walmart buys one of your gloves, they'll say, hey, by the way, key buyer at Walmart just bought one of your gloves. Like if you want to reach out to them, here's your email or their phone number. So it's beyond just like athletes and stuff like that. They'll give you those 2 to 3 degrees of separation as well.
What's the name again? Just so I make sure I have it.
Outer signal.
We need a list of all those, Chris.
Well, the good news is
so
we're going to chop this up and cut it and post it individually later on. So you'll get everything.
Nice.
Gentlemen, tell us, hey, 2026. I know you guys are on a roll, but I would imagine you've got other things in store. What are you excited about in 2026 as you guys continue to scale this brand and take it to the heavens?
Sam, what are we excited about, bro?
What's coming?
Man,
What's coming, dude?
there's some NDAs coming, brother.
That's awesome.
But
that's the best answer. That's the best answer.
So funny, man. That's so funny.
No, I think like
that's
Steele
good.
said, I mean, this is a global. SpinGrip's a global thing, right? So we've got 6 countries on the radar this year that we're going to be entering.
Awesome.
So there's a lot of just energy and exercise to get that right. And so we're going to be entering in those markets and just, I mean, it's like Steele said with 2026, I mean, SpinGrip's so it's for every arm. And because of that, we're paying a lot of attention on our language and making it normal to wear a throwing glove, right? That's what it is. It's a whole new category. It's a throwing glove. And so just, it's not even, you're not breaking any concepts. You're opening concepts.
Love it.
Right. You're genicizing concepts. And so that's a huge focus, but there are a couple more products that are NDAs that we can't quite get into.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, what Colin and I would request is that when those NDAs are public, you come back on the show and we talk about it. How about that?
Come on.
Be glad to, brother. Be glad
come
to. Just rest assured, what we produce will always check the #1 box of being a no-brainer.
No-brainer.
Okay?
I love that.
No-brainer, dude.
That's the
Or
one
we ain't doing
criteria
it.
we operate. Yep.
I love
If
that.
it's not a no-brainer, brothers, we're not doing it.
Well, the thing that I love, and this is what I love about the travel baseball niche, is that, man, if there's something that can genuinely help a player get better, throw harder, throw more accurately, parents will buy it and get it for their kid. And what that spells is LOVE. It's love.
Mm-hmm.
How do I love this baby? I'm going to get him the best bat. He needs batting gloves. I'm going to get it for him. He needs a throwing glove. Never heard of that? I'm going to equip him with it because they want their child to be set up for success. And I think you guys got a tiger by the tail. Is that fair, Colin? I think they got a tiger by the tail.
I wish I had this when I was playing Metro Baseball because it would be way better than
Let's
what
go,
I was
bro.
doing. So I appreciate what you guys are doing, and this is awesome. You guys have a rocket ship on your hands, and I'm so happy for you guys.
Gentlemen, we appreciate you coming on the show, and we can't wait to have you back.
Come on.
Yeah,
Come on,
definitely.
brothers.
Thank you, brothers. Thanks for having us,
man.
man.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Wow. All right. That is so good, man. We need a hand clap for them, Carson. I think we do. I think we need that. There we go.
There it is. There's sometimes on the show where you are like, this is built for 2026 with all of the channels and distribution we have right now. That's one of those products.
Exactly.
Nail this distribution and some of the content strategies. Rocket ship.
Things that I love about it, and it reminds me of the conversation we had with Patrick Barnes, CEO of AMP, on Friday. Incredible businesses that are growing, they can afford higher CAC. Why? Because they've got elements of greatness in other places. And this is a very targeted product for a very specific group.
Yeah.
That tangibly helps them. So it's clear before and after. It's super cheap. It's lightweight to send. That's what I mean by cheap, is that it's lightweight and cost effective in order to send. I think they've got a tiger by the tail.
Oh, plus the perfect demo is being somebody who played Metro Ball. Yeah. You won the seasons forever.
Forever, right?
Seasons forever. You can just keep going. You can just keep on going. And 2, the amount of spend that you'll see some of these parents shell out. It's like, hey, man, I got 4 voodoo bats. One of them is my warm-up bat. The other one's my in-game bat. The other one's my playoff bat. And you're like, those are at least $400 each. And
they are.
You bought 4 of them? Yeah. Little Jabbers loves them.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Awesome.
And the other element of this is that there's built-in word of mouth,
Yeah.
because this is like an old school IRL community who's always together every weekend. And
Yeah.
so when little Johnny gets a throwing glove and people can see his velo is picking up, his throws are more accurate, then
Yeah.
it's really easy to say, hey, what is that? How much did it cost? And then James wants it, and then Dave wants it, so on and so forth. And so I love this product. I love these guys, and I think they have got something really yummy on their hands. Fixing the yips. I mean, it's a disease, man. You heard that from Sam. It's incredible. This guy was going to play baseball at Baylor, which I didn't even know. I just thought he was a great football player, which is why he ended up at Texas with me. He was going to play baseball at Baylor, and he did not do it because of the yips. You can solve that problem. You talk about unlocking real performance for athletes. That's awesome.